Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video tutorial number 6 on how to make a lapbook with a curiosity cabinet cover. Of course, if you haven't seen the previous videos, make sure you check them out. I would also really like to know what you think of these series so far. Do you like the content, the length, the speed, the volume of my voice, and even the background music? I'm always trying to get better to make this a super experience for you, so don't hesitate to let me know your thoughts. So we have a lot of work to do today, so let's just get cracking.
That I've decided to cut our junk journal in 2 pieces because this was just becoming way too much time spent, and also too many pockets and too much, you know, in terms of size. It was becoming like a jumbo 500 pages thingy. So I decided to cut it into 2. Also, the way I divided this, if you remember, we had 5 signatures. So what I did is I put 2 signatures on one side, 2 signatures on the other, and I divided the last signature in 2 pieces. And it works well. I mean, you can basically not see too much. So if you remember, I didn't want to put twice the same kind of pocket. So basically I've just been checking which pocket I have in this part of the junk journal and which pocket I have in this one, and just putting them everywhere. So it's not finished yet. I'm still gonna keep on working. I added this that I thought was really cool, and this bit here. And on this one, I added these pockets. Still need to put something there in the middle. This as well, and this that I really like with some Edith Holden. And there is loads more going on that I need to fill up, but I'm doing this little by little. This is really taking me a while, this project, to be honest. So I'm pretty glad I cut it into 2, because otherwise it would be just, you know, too much. And what I did, I literally just picked these pages that I thought would be really cool with the whole forest theme. There's a bit of everything. There's some handmade paper, not by me, that I bought with some rose petals. There's more. This is coffee dyed paper, and there's loads of this craft, but it's light craft. I thought it was really cool. And also this is something that I just made. It's green dyed, I guess, with some inks and lots of flowers, and I got some really cool designs, and I will scan all of them and I will select the best ones and I will put those in a kit if you're interested, and you can just download them and print them off of your own to put in your own journals. And yeah, there's loads more pages. I just really like it when there's, you know, lots of different textures, so that's what I've done here. So the next step, so if you can see, my pages are not A4, these ones, so I'm going to put my pages, you know, like so, you know, a bit kind of crooked, so they fill up the space and it doesn't feel too weird, which I think will be really cool. And I will put them at the back, and I'm going to sew the signatures on a 5 centimeter wide spine, which is pretty big, I think. And so right now what we're going to do is we're going to do the cover, and the cover is a really big deal. Let me show you. I've had several different ideas. First, I had this idea of putting moths that I actually made, so I'm pretty sad about not going with this, but I will definitely put them somewhere. Kind of looked like this box where you put stuff that you like, from like treasures from your travels, or kind of curiosity box thing stuff. I've been making this journal for like a few months now, and I've been just finding stuff when I go walk I don't know if you know, but my foot is broken, so I don't walk too much, but whenever I can go outside, I just find stuff, and I've been keeping it. Some is pretty weird, but then you do have weird stuff in those curiosity cabinet things, like dead insects or bugs, and you know, like eggshells. And so I've been just keeping all that stuff, and I've got quite a lot, so I really need to use it. And my idea was to make this. I still don't really know how I'm gonna make it, but bear with me. So there would be this wide cover here that you can maybe open, maybe not, because I have no idea how I could just make it open and close. And it's pretty complicated, and I don't really know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm really excited to try. Just not sure it's gonna work, but you never know until you try. So right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to take the measurements of this, and this is about 15. Let's just say 15.5 times 25.
So now I will cut the background piece and the main casing. And here I am cutting the 4 sides of both boxes. It's a pretty simple process.
Hey guys, so here we are. I've cut off all the pieces of wood. Well, not all the pieces, and it's not wood, it's cardboard. It's pretty thick. It's about, I think, 2 millimeters. Yeah, 2 millimeters thick. Not all the pieces, because we're going to want some sort of, you know, boxes thing. I also need to do some kind of a, you know, something that goes on top here. I have no idea how to do that just yet, but I will. I'll probably do pieces like this and just cut them like that. I think that's a pretty good idea, and I'll use this as well. It's a good idea. I'm actually gonna do that now. Let's do that one. I don't think I'm gonna have enough cardboard though, but I have more over there, so I'll just do that.
And here I'm trying to see how the width of the frame looks like when it's positioned, and I've decided it was a bit too thick. We wouldn't be able to see what's in the box, so I decided to cut each piece to have its width.
Hey, so this is the, you know, the square thing that's gonna be on top of our book. So I'm just gonna attach these and make sure that it's the right size as well. And I'm gonna glue everything with some tacky glue, and it's looking pretty good. So I want everything to be really square, really perfect, so I'm gonna use this board to make sure it's all pretty good. Okay, and the bottom. Okay, I think this is pretty good size. Be a bit too small. So that's one. Then I'm gonna put right here to dry. And now I'm gonna work on the second one, if I can find my mark somewhere here. Okay, so let's just leave these to dry. And I need to figure out the plan with whatever's inside these squares, because I need to make my squares the exact size of what's inside. So we need to think about that before I do any squares. So I'm gonna go do that, get all my stuff out, try to think about that, and it's probably gonna take me a little while. And then I'm gonna have to cut 2 centimeter long pieces of wood to make all my little cases everywhere with whatever I have left here.
So here, as you can see, I am just using tacky glue to glue together the casing. I wanted to use tacky glue because it is strong, fast drying and clear, exactly what I need for this project. When the casing is dry, it's time to figure out the disposition of the stuff inside of our box. And then we can write down where the cases go, and don't forget to write down also what goes in the cases and write it down somewhere other than this because you're gonna be painting it. The next step is to make the shelves or cases. The height of the cases is the same as my initial casing, but the length depends on my drawing. First, I cut the really long shelves that go across, and then I will do the small ones. So I write down where to cut. I use a cutter to get a perfect cut on the shelves. If you rip, that's okay, we have tacky glue at hand. Just don't rip on your hands, please, and be really, really careful. And here I am checking that my shelves are perfectly straight by measuring on each side of my main case, checking the shelves arrive at the same height. Then it's time to glue using tacky glue. Now I am writing down the height needed for the small shelves, and since my cardboard is 2 mm thick, make sure I write down the length within the pieces of cardboard. Once they are all cut to size, I check that everything is really straight before gluing them all down. Once everything is dry, I decided to sand all the raw edges so it's a bit more appealing and looks more neat and finished. And you know me, I'm a bit perfectionist, so I have even filled the gaps where there were any holes where the shelves are glued to the casing, just to make sure it's super neat and clean. I used PVA glue and the dust from sanding the cardboard for this.
Well guys, here we are. That's our little boxes done. I guess now it's time to paint everything. To find this plastic thing that's gonna go on top and either think about something to be able to open it or just glue everything in place and nothing moves. And then of course we're gonna have to think about this here. This is gonna be our spine, and then there's gonna be the back of our spine, which we already cut before, and it's gonna come here, and then we're gonna have all our pages and the actual lap book. And I'm so excited we're doing this, and it actually looks good. Like, what do you guys think? I haven't thought about what color I should paint it. I did think about a dark brown, but this wouldn't be visible, so I'm not sure I want to do dark brown anymore. Maybe some other color. Yeah, put down your suggestions, your ideas, and let's see where this takes us. Alright, this is gonna be the end of my video because I'm really tired. It's really late, and I will see you guys really soon with this baby fully painted. At least with the black coat, the gesso black coat, and maybe I will glue the rest of the cover as well, or maybe we'll do it together. We'll see. Just stay with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what I do. Also, I've started this thing which is called Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to help my work, if you like what I do, just don't hesitate to just buy me a little coffee. All right, bye guys, bye.